So, hope y'all doing all right. Today is a day. I've been helping somebody modifying their paper sensor for a little bit now, and he's been having issues with it. How to modify it. Um, so I'm gonna show you how to modify it on this video because I'm showing him. So you're gonna learn exactly the same process how to modify it. Usually I'd use this thing. This is just a magnifier, okay? Because most people don't have one of these. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to do it in a way that he can do it with what he has. And most people have one of these, so I'm going to use this instead. As you can see, my phone. My phone is just sitting on a stand of some sort. Alright, so it can be any stand, it can be any, as long as the camera can point down, you should be fine. You should find a bunch of camera stands or point your phone camera down. If you don't do it, and they're sitting all over the place, so you should be able to find one even at the five below. You should be able to find one. The five below, you should be able to find one even at the five below. All right. So I'm gonna show you what I'm doing, and I'm gonna merge the two videos side by side. So if you are watching, you should see two videos side by side. This one and the one that I'm modifying the thing on, which is the phone camera here. Let me see if I can see it. See? Let me see if I can get this camera to turn better. Ah, there it is. So as you can see, I'm literally looking at that tiny thing right there. See how small that is? But your phone camera can do that. And this is what this thing, I'll bring it up here, this thing would have done. All right, this is gonna put my face like so, and then it just modify the crap, just magnify it so much so that I can actually see it. All right, and that's what this is. All right, and the reason why you want to do this, and let me explain to you why you want to use your phone camera. So, all right, as you can see, now if it's when I don't want to, I'm covering up my phone so I don't see it. So when you don't have a magnified screen in front of you, see how big my hand movements are? Now when I have a magnified thing on my hand, you see how much smaller my hand movements is? So the magnifying screen, all right, just a helpful tip. The magnified screen actually helps you move in a much smaller plane because the images look so huge. Your brain literally seeing this thing bigger, so it might make your movements way more microscopic. This is why everybody in electronics, engineering world use microscope. Actually, medical field too also use microscopes. It makes stuff bigger, so your body makes smaller movements. It's just how your brain and your eye works and your muscles. All right. You can, if you want to make your movements smaller, make stuff bigger. Make your eyes can see stuff bigger, and your movements will get smaller because with your perspective, that's the word I'm looking for. Your perspective now see the world a lot bigger, so you think a microscopic movement is a gigantic movement. That's why bigger things are not always the best. Smaller things make more. It makes you move smaller. In some situations, you might want bigger things. Some situations, you want smaller things. And in this situation, we want a bigger thing to look, a smaller thing to look bigger. That's what we're going for with this. All right. So let me get to this and stop talking the ear off. All right. So I'm gonna be looking at my phone screen, and you can see me using the phone and this to do the job. And again, you're gonna see them side by side. All right. So at this point, you should be seeing them side by side. Now, what you're gonna need these things. All right, this one is a, put it on this camera if I can get it there. This one's just a sharp blade like this. Okay, this one is a regular blade. It won't focus. Yeah, hopefully focus. There it is. See a little pointy blade, and let me put them together down here if I can get them in the same place. There you are. There they are. See, one blade. This one's a little pointier than this one. All right. And that's what I'm going for. It depends on what I need to do. It's like this piece here if you look on the screen, if you look on looking on this screen, you see that my hands don't only look like they're moving, right? But if you look on the phone screen, you'll see that my it look like I'm making it look like I'm making really big movements. But as you can see, I'm barely moving my hand. This is the beauty of having a magnifying. This is the beauty of having a magnifying glass. All right, make smaller movements more efficiently. All right, now let me see if I can get in here and start working on this thing. Now the trick, what you want to do is you want to take this piece here. Okay, would you don't want to scratch this. Okay, this dome here and this dome over here, you don't want to scratch them. All right, you don't want to damage them or scratch them because that's what will stop this. What I don't know which one it is. Will stop it from picking up the light from the other one. All right, so that's the reason why you want to make sure you don't scratch these two bulbs in the middle. This is also why you want to make the light way more. That's why you want to make stuff more magnifying. Let me bring better light in here. Wait till this thing to recalibrate. Ah, there it is. So here we go. We're gonna take this center piece. Let's get this thing to focus. Oh man. Ah, there we go. We want this thing, the centerpiece, to focus. All right. Whoops. You know what? I've been talking to you the whole time, and this thing wasn't recording. There we go. All right. So that's what I wanted to focus on. All right. Let me. Ah, now it's recording. Sorry about that. The whole time it wasn't even recording. All right. So now it's actually recording. So let me get this. So what we're trying to take out is this centerpiece right here. We got to get rid of this wall. All right. It's just high enough for these two lights not to see each other. Okay. That's why we got to take this middle, and it's really just the middle wall we need to get rid of. These two end walls, we don't really care about them. All right. So we got to get rid of these two, this middle wall right here in the middle. And we're just going to cut it and put my finger on it. There we go, because we don't want it to move. We're gonna put some pressure. I mean, it shouldn't take much pressure to cut this. See, I already cut deep into it already. Let me tighten this up some more because we don't want the blades to move. All right, and then we're gonna cut the side over here. You're gonna need some nice sharp blades. And see, look at that, boom. I mean, remember, we're trying not to touch, damage these two things right here. All right, that's the goal. So we're gonna get them out of there, and we're gonna take our time and cut them. So you're gonna have to find nice, neat, find ways to move without damaging that bulb. I mean, yeah, it's really small. We're talking about like micro movements here. Try not to be in my own way. You don't have to push too hard. If your blade's sharp enough, you really don't have to push hard. It should just come right out of there. See how I'm not cutting. I'm just kind of just pushing it in. That's what you want. You just want to just slowly take it off. All right. Now I'm going to get to the other side. I shouldn't tape this down because I need to move it around. All right. Let me get to the other side. Let me get this side now. See that? I'm just slowly pushing it off. I don't want to fight it. I just want to slowly get it off of here. Woo, I scratched it. And there it goes. Now, if you don't have a magnifying glass, you'll really not make this look good, okay? So you really need a magnifying glass. Sorry, a phone and work on it. When I'm done, I'm gonna clean it up and show you that it's not scratched. It looks scratched, but it's not. I really shouldn't have taped it down. Let me get the tape off here because I need to move it around. I taped it and I shouldn't have taped it because I need to move it around and like this. See it's free flowing? Yeah, don't put tape on it. Don't follow me and put tape on it. Just make it free move like that. Perfect. Now it looks scratched, but it might look scratched, but I I honestly don't think it is. And I'm gonna use a magnifying glass to make sure it's not scratched. I honestly don't think it's scratched. And that little bit of scratch won't do much to it. So then you get rubbing alcohol. So I have rubbing alcohol. And there it is. See? Not scratched at all. Look at that. So I told you it's not scratched. Ha 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 ha. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, the thing I really want y'all to pay attention to is right there. See that? You're taking that wall completely out of there. All right. I have to adjust this camera so you can see better. Let me adjust it. There we go. All right. So there we go. So if you see, what I did was I literally removed a complete wall from in between these two cameras. All right. I took the wall completely out. So so that so now these two actual light bulbs, they're LED bulbs, infrared bulbs really, but LEDs. Sorry, I had to stop the video because everybody's talking in the background, so I didn't want you to hear the conversation. But as you can see it's not scratched. I mean, maybe just a tiny bit, but that won't cause no problems or nothing. All right, and then there it is. See, micro scratches. You really can't get away from that because the space is so. Oh, actually, no, it's not scratched. Is it? I don't know. It don't look scratched. It looks scratched, but it don't look scratched. I don't know. I can't tell. Let me put on the micro. Let me use my thing. See if it's scratched because I don't think it's scratched. Let me put in the right words. I don't think it's enough to cause a problem to you, the user, all right, or to the printer. If you see, if I rub something across it, it doesn't stick or buck or cause a problem. So I know it's not a big problem, or it probably was there before. I didn't even really see it. All right, and then let me get something else. I'm trying to clean that off. But all these pads I'm grabbing, they're totally dry. All these alcohol pads that I'm trying to get, they're all dried out. Ah, perfect. Here's one. There we go. There we go. It looks like there's a tight, I mean, it looks like there's a tiny little nick in it. I'm not exactly sure where that came from. But that little nick right there, okay, is not enough to cause a problem. All right, if you can, and this is what you want. All right, this is how you want it right there. See that? Nice and clean. Now that is a modification you need to make to your sensor. This is the paper sensor. This is the stuff that actually picks up information from one side and put it on another side. One side, let me show you one side, pick up the information and send it to the other side, and then it sends to your printer through these cable points that there's paper in your printer. You know what? I have a really tiny point. Tweezer. Haha. So I'm gonna try this. This will let me know perfectly, 100% if there's a scratch in it. Which is this one right here. Nope, there's not a scratch in it. It looks like one because of the light, and it's so tiny I can barely see it. But no, there's no scratch in it. There might be a slight defect, but there's not a scratch in it. Look like there's something on it, but not something in it. There's something on the damn thing, but not something in it. Alright, well, I'm not going to keep playing with it. Alright, so that is your paper sensor. Modified. Oops. Keep going out of focus there. It really is so small you can barely see it. And that is how you modify your paper sensor. Alright? By removing this wall, the wall that was here, this one right here, removing this wall from your paper sensor. Now the two lights can communicate freely with each other. That's what you want. Because when this, I don't know which, again, I'm not exactly sure which one is which. When the light shine from one, so when the light shines from one of them, whichever one that is, right, so when the light shines from one of them, the other one will receive it, okay? That's the whole point behind, the whole premise behind this. And so when you take the light, so what happens is usually with the wall in between, it has to go up and then back down, right? But when you take the wall out, it will shine within this entire facade here, and then it will just bounce off these, bounce from off this one, bounce off that one, bounce off your paper, bounce off everything, and then this will receive some light and then tell the printer that, yeah, there's paper in here. And that's why you take this wall out, because this wall is what usually separate the two from communicating. And that's how you modify your paper sensor. All right, peace.